5-4, what was that? Roger, break ground, pigeon 5-4, into start with information, Romeo VFR spark on request. Pigeon 5-4, go back, into start information, we have our tower, time frequency 283.8, spark 0367. 0367 and pass along like 5,000 feet overhead the field and then over to NorCal for flight following. Pigeon 5-4, roger, on request.
So what he's going to do is he's going to depart, he's going to go up and he's going to basically see where the clouds are, what altitude the clouds are, to give a better idea for other people to know what the weather's like.
I hear an engine start.
Yeah. Yep, they just pulled the air. Engine is starting to go. The last minute checks. Big thing here is they're going to pull a bunch of the pins and seal the hatches that they had open for inspections earlier.
Looking forward to going to Dubai?
Always. Go to Korea first, so I'm very much so looking forward to that. Go see the land of not quite right.
Seoul, huh?
Osan.
Osan.
No worries.
I never.
Affirmative, that helps out with the ceiling to be block 35,000. 5-4 right now, request 5-4 ready to detect. 5-4 will come.
You run for like 2 months?
2 months. And then current rate is you're gone for 2 months, back for 2 months, gone for 2 months, back for 2 months. So it's about seven months a year gone with the overages on either side.
Yeah, we never were quite gone that long.
We've been hemorrhaging people though.
We had some 3-month TDYs though. I didn't like that.
I was in J-Stars prior, and that was the same thing. 2 months on, 2 months off. Got used to it after a while. It's not ideal. It's fun. You get to go out and actually do the mission instead of training for it.
I like flying a 71 over Okinawa rather than riding a tanker.
Flight time was cut in the 10th.
Our flight was 4 hours and 45 minutes over.
That's freaking nuts.
About coming back was 20 or so. Stuff. Coming back.
5-4 taxi with Romeo. 5-4 Roger, 1-5, Charlie. 1-5, Charlie, see you 5-4.
Waiting for the guy to move on over.
Beautiful.
It is a very, very pretty one.
This is cool.
That's it.
I never thought I'd be doing this.
Well, I'm glad we're able to make it happen. It's a fun plane. very unique.
I saw the Mythbusters on it, and when he's going down the runway, and he's like, "Wow, we're off the ground already."
Yeah, you'll see it happens very, very quickly. Ground run distance is generally under 1,000 feet.
I love the smell of JP4 in the morning.
5-4, push tower. Tower report initial. Number 2, follow the T-38. En route to 3 miles initial.
Mr. Live, I don't know how much you know about the U-2, but the pogos on the wings here.
5-4, check. Mobile. Tower pigeon 5-4, number 1, ready for departure, Charlie.
How long do skids last on a wingtip?
I honestly don't know.
Roger, hold short, runway 15 at. Hold short, Charlie.
They're
5-4.
titanium, so they're pretty durable.
Rover 2-1, Roger. Full base inside of T-38. 5 miles south of field for initial.
But, yeah, honestly, I could not tell you. That is not part of my general knowledge, unfortunately.
Rover 2-2, enter 5 mile initial, offset right for U-2 departure.
So the pogos are auxiliary gear. They're basically just for ground operations. I mean, all gear is just for ground ops, but they're not used during touch and goes. They're not used during after takeoff or anything like that. And they actually fall out of the wings when the aircraft takes off.
And when they hang up, they're hard to shake loose.
Yeah, and yeah, that's actually a new, fairly new change to our regulation or our tech order is that we do not shake them loose.
Oh yeah.
We lost 2 pilots that way. Schneider, the main gate here, is actually named after a guy that tried to shake it loose and stalled it, crashed right over there.
Rover 2-1, runway 151130 at 8, cleared to land, and traffic is a low-level cross duster crossing the extended center line, approximately 2 miles.
There it is.
Rover 2-1, 2 miles to the north of the field.
Oh, he's over there. Oh yeah, there's a crop duster.
Rover 2-1, affirmative, cleared to land, and traffic no factor.
Go buzz the crop duster. Get out of my face. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a friends of
Yeah.
interesting find.
Yeah. It looks like fun. I mean, I would definitely like to have that job, but as far as flying when they are up it is intimidating.
I thought about that when I retired, but it's very tiresome and it takes they do daylight to dark.
Yeah, it's definitely not an easy job to have.
Rover 2-2, roger.
Used to ride in the orchards over in East Marysville on my mountain bike, and these guys, when they be just spraying, and they just land in the orchard,
Yeah.
and it's just like out of nowhere, and
Rover 2-2, roger. Break at departure and for U-2 departure.
takes them virtually no space to put the thing down and stop it.
It's crazy. I mean, you look at the crop duster and it's engine, tail. Like it's just. That's awesome. So they.
654, he was requesting a touch and go.
Oh.
Yeah, 54 copy.
That's awesome. So the T-38 doesn't have a lot of gas, and so our guy.
Just continue approach report at a right base. You're going to be a full stop for continue 54 departure.
So the T-38 that's up there, he's going to come in and land, and Tower was telling him to do all this weird stuff, basically to get him off the ground, and he called back. Tower said it's fine, don't worry about it. So
You like the 38?
I do. I did not fly it until I came here. I flew T-37s and then T-1s, which are a business jet, basically. So T-37 is a 2-engine jet trainer.
Yeah.
And then the T-1 is a 2-engine business jet. It's just a business jet, basically.
Like Citation?
Similar, very similar.
9 out, ILS, full stop.
And so what we did is they changed our pilot training.
T-38, approaching the right base. Port hands will be number 2, 71.
And so, because I went the heavy track, I didn't want to be a fighter pilot. I wanted to fly. I know. It's a new Air Force. What can I say?
I shouldn't say that.
I am a fat kid at heart. I love big planes. I love crew aircraft. J-Stars, I had up to 30 people on board my airplane as a crew, and it was a blast. It was a different kind of fun than I thought than this. You know, like I love this airplane. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I want to go back, but I loved having a giant crew because it's a whole different paradigm of, instead of taking care of yourself and that's it, now you're basically dad. Like, okay, everybody needs to do this, and you interact with a lot of people, which is cool. This plane is fun in the fact that you don't interact with a lot of people, and there's a lot of onus and responsibility given to you, and a lot of, not leeway, but a lot of expectation of your judgment.
It looks like they're doing 500 knots when they're in chocks.
Yeah, they are fun. It is a very odd combination of aircraft, because this aircraft basically, the tail falls off at 170 knots. That aircraft falls out of the sky at 170 knots. So it's back to that tanker example we were talking about. You know, the SR is pointed down, or the point up. The tanker's pointed down.
Traffic holding in position.
Somebody else.
Just gonna run away for spare parts.
Pretty much, yeah.
5-4-15 to Charlie 130 at 7, clear for takeoff for departure, maintain out below 5,000 over the field. Traffic is a global cross duster northeast of the field, 3 miles. Copy, traffic out below 5,000, clear takeoff, continue 5-4. 5-4 traffic, E2 4 mile final. Copy.
Oh, I don't think we're gonna get off in time. I don't see a light. Do you see a light back there? So he has all his, all the pins are removed. Mobile's doing a last run around, making sure that everything's good to go. We'll go ahead and up. He's thumbs up, salute. Pilot's gonna get ready to go.
Pressure right, plug up right.
Wow. Take very long.
That is something.
A71, are you full talking on the runway, sir? A71 will taxi clear.
Can I grab?
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's that plane has a lot of power and a lot of lift. I'll go get the F off the runway.
C54 mobile plus 2 off of Charlie. C54 mobile roger. P71 RA15 and 140 at 7, clear to land. Clear to land, P71. safe flight conditions, reference ceiling. 54, 3,800. 54, roger, thank you.
You don't go down to Castle anymore for a suit check, right?
No, everything's done here in-house. If you want, we can actually go check that out as well afterwards. Go check out the suits in the suit-up room.
54, sir, request more calls.
No, Castle is pretty much shut down. In fact, we can't even go there in T-38s anymore because they don't have they don't have government fuel contract anymore.
Oh.
So Castle's pretty much out of our existence, unfortunately.
There's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Restop.
54 contact pressure. 54, thanks.
Say what?
Restop. Landing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it went a little bit too quick down to 1 and stopped. That was, during my interview, I actually I did a landing and it was so smooth, and I was like, wow, you know, my interviewee pilot, I asked him like, hey,
Welcome back.
are we on the ground? And he's like, I think so. I'm like, wow, that was smooth. He's like, well, yeah, because you fucked it up. I'm like, okay, you're right.
And it still tells you in the cockpit how high you're off the ground, right?
No, there's nothing that tells you.
Really?
There's no radio altimeter or anything. It's just the mobile's calls are the only, and your visual reference.
They used to have it though.
Really?
Yeah. Or maybe it was 71, I don't know.
Yeah,
That's 71, I guess.
That's pretty. Yeah, I honestly don't know, but we do not have it here. No radio altimeter or anything.
71 Oracle and Mo